from grade 4. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 3, Rivers of Pakistan. This chapter is very important. In this chapter we will read about different rivers of Pakistan, that how many rivers are present in Pakistan and from where to where they flow. So first of all, we are going to do these keywords. Number 1 is domestic. Domestic means relating to a person's own country, like the country in which the person lives, like the thing to which the person owns. The next thing is destruction. Destruction means the act of destroying something or the fact of being destroyed. So destruction means like the thing which is no more, the act of destroying something. Then we have reservoir, a place for storing liquids, especially a natural or an artificial lake, providing water for a city or other area. So what does this mean? The place in which we can store different liquid for the later use. Now let's start reading with me. The river system of Pakistan originates from the great snow-covered Himalaya and the Karakoram ranges. So what does this mean? They are telling us from where does the rivers of Pakistan start. So they are starting from the very large and great mountains which are usually covered throughout the whole year with snow. And what are their names? Their names are Himalaya and Karakoram ranges. Okay, and then the rivers then flow to India except the Kabul river that enters Pakistan through the Punjab. Then the rivers that come, all the rivers that come from Himalaya and Karakoram, they all flow to the India except the river Kabul. Rest of all the rivers goes first to India and that enters Pakistan through the Punjab. Then these rivers will enter Punjab. Okay, and what is the meaning of Punjab? This thing is very important. P-U-N, Pun, J-A-B, Jab. Okay, Punjab. Punjab means, Punj means 5. Okay, and Ab means water. Ab means, like you have already seen this word in your Urdu, Ab, like this Ab. Ab means water, Pani. Okay, and then Panch. Panch is a word which is derived for Panch. Panch like 5. Okay, so Pakistan has the third largest agriculture based economy in the world. What does this mean? This means that Pakistan is the country who is on in the map in the whole world. This country is on the third largest agriculture based economy in the world. It means our agriculture is very strong. We are able to produce a lot of cereals, fruits and vegetables. Why we are able to this? Because only in Punjab there are 5 rivers, so we have enough water to irrigate all these system, where rivers play an important role for agriculture. Of course, if we don't have river, if we don't have water, then it's not possible for Pakistan for us to produce a lot of different things like cereals, wheat, rice, fruits and vegetables. Okay, so rivers play a very important role in our agriculture system. There are 5 main rivers that flow through Punjab, namely. Okay, so as I told you, Punjab means, Punch means 5 and Abs means water. So why we call Punjab as Punjab? Because there are 5 rivers. And what's their name? Number 1, Indus River, Jhelum River, Ravi River, Sutlej River and Chenab River. These are the 5 main rivers that flow through Punjab. Okay, these tributaries of Indus join at Mithankot before flowing into Arabian Sea. Okay, what is this means? Tributaries means the flowing of stream into a large river. These are the flowing of small streams which later on will fall into a large river where they will collect together. So these flowing different streams of Indus, okay, join at Mithankot before flowing into the Arabian Sea. All these rivers are supposed to fall in Arabian Sea, but before going to Arabian Sea, they have to these tributaries of Indus join at Mithankot. Okay, they first meet at Mithankot, then they will go to Arabian Sea. Around two-thirds of water supplied for irrigation and in homes comes from the Indus. So you can see how large the Indus River is. This is as much large that it can serve us like two-thirds of water. We can get like 2/3% of water for our irrigation process. Irrigation process means like the water that we are supposed to give in our agriculture process that we are supposed to give in our lands. Okay, so irrigation and in homes comes from the Indus River. So you can see how much we can get water from the river Indus. Irrigated land supplies more than 90% of agriculture production and most of the country's food. So this is very important thing, how much we get food, how much we get economy from the agriculture production. We get 90% of agriculture production and the most of the country's food. Okay, it also help us to generate electricity. Okay, as you know all, we can generate electricity with the help of water. Okay, so you can see from this, did you know, given on page number 15, hydro is a Greek word which means water. Okay, hydro means water. Hydroelectricity means making electricity from the moving water of rivers and streams. Okay, so we can get hydroelectricity with the help of these water coming from the river. Hydro means water and electricity, you know. Okay, now please come back on page number 13. Now you can find the pictures given of these four rivers: River Chenab, River Sutlej, River Jhelum and River Ravi. Now we are going to read about dams and barrages. Okay, dams and barrages are built to collect and store river water. What is the function of these two things, dams and barrages? They are supposed to collect and store river water. Pakistan has the world's largest irrigation system. As I told you before, they meet the commercial, domestic and irrigation needs of our country. So with the help of this irrigation system, we can easily accommodate, we can easily get the money for our commercial level, for our domestic level and for the irrigational needs of our country. Okay, both large and small dams and barrages have been built on river Indus and its tributaries. Okay, so large and small dams and different barrages, where are these barrages are present? They are built on river Indus. Okay, now dams. What are dams? Dams are built on mountainous areas. Mountainous areas means those areas which are quite on height. Dams are built on mountainous areas where water falls from a high land to a low land. Large dams such as Tarbela dams and Mangla dams are multi-purpose projects which not only store water, irrigate lands but also generate hydroelectricity. Okay, so as I told you, dams are built on a high place from where water can easily fall from high land to a low land. Okay, so different types of dams are present in our country, in Pakistan, such as Tarbela Dam and Mangla Dam. They perform multi-purpose, they perform various functions. They are not only used to store water, they are not only used to irrigate our lands, they are not used in our agriculture system, but we can also make electricity with the help of these water which is present in Mangla Dam and Tarbela Dam. You can Google it, the whole process how electricity is made. So now sources of Indus and its tributaries are all located outside of Pakistan. Okay, so sources of Indus and the streams that are flowing into the small river, they are also located in outside Pakistan. Our neighboring country controls the flow of water in these tributaries. Of course, these are not present in Pakistan, so it is not in our control. Our neighboring country is responsible to control this flow of water. Okay, they have constructing dams, so there is less water flowing into Pakistan. Who constructed dams? Our neighboring country constructed dams so that we can get less water. During the monsoon means a season in which there is a lot of rain. During the monsoon, when the dams are full, of course, if there is too much rain, then our dams will automatically fill up. They release extra water into Pakistan, which results in floods and destruction. Because at that time there is also monsoon in Pakistan, so we don't need enough water. So what our neighboring country do, they construct different types of dams over there. So in the season of monsoon they open that dam, so the extra water will flow into Pakistan, which results in floods, and as a result you can see there will be a lot of destructions. In summer, the melting glaciers of northern areas and the heavy rains feed these rivers, causing floods. So this is the one reason of flood. And what will be the other reason? In summer, like when the temperature is too much high, so the glaciers which are present on the northern areas, the mountains, which glacier means the amount of snow and the ice that covered are different mountains. So in summer these glaciers will melt, and as a result it causes different types of water, and the heavy rains fed these rivers, causing flood. So these rivers will fill up, and as a result flood will happen. All this water creates havoc in our farms and fields. So this water can destroy our farms and our different fields. Villagers are uprooted and livestock is wasted. Livestock means the animals that are present in our villages. So due to this flood, the villagers are this flood it will destruct the whole village life. The remaining water flows into Arabian Sea and is hence wasted. So rest of the water will go into the Arabian Sea and then it will be wasted. This water can be stored for later use if more and more dams are built. So if we have more than these dams, then we can easily store more water. With greater storage of water, more electricity will be produced and vast areas of land irrigated, thus creating more job opportunities and improving the living standards in Pakistan. So obviously if we have more dams, then we can easily collect the water. So with the help of this water we can easily make more electricity and we can easily irrigate our land properly. Small dams like Khanpur dams, Rawal dams and Hub dams supply water for agriculture, industrial or domestic purpose and also act as reservoirs. So we have learned before 2 dams. Now we are going to read about 3 other dams: Khanpur dam, Rawal dam and Hub dams. They are also very useful in our agriculture process, in our industrial process and for the domestic purposes. So these are the small dams. So now I have few questions for you. You have to find out the answers of these questions. Number 1, write any 3 uses of a dam. So we have learned that where we can use the water of a dam. Name 5 main rivers that flow through Punjab. You have to write the name of the 5 main rivers. You can find out the names over there. Then we have name important dams of Pakistan. So you have to write the 5 dams. We have learned about the 5 dams, 2 large dams and 2 are the smaller dams. So you have to write the names of all 5 dams. Then we have what is the meaning of Punjab. You can find the answer lies over there. So you have to find the answer. Then we have what causes flood and destruction in Pakistan. I told you about different causes, so you have to write all the causes over there, that what will be the cause of flood and destruction in Pakistan. Thank you.